DJ N'Golo Kanté, N'Golo Kanté, la 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 la, N'Golo Kanté, la 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 la.
He's the man of the hour, Chelsea's MVP in their title-winning Champions League campaign, and worthy of the 2021 Ballon d'Or. But above all, N'Golo Kanté is the nicest dude in the world. Here are 7 stories that prove Kanté is just built differently. Birthday. There's a question on everyone's mind when talking about Kanté. Is he really the same type of person we see on TV? Can someone be as good a person as we've been told Kanté is? N'Golo is one of the best hearts I know. He's a profile that doesn't exist anymore in football. He's just the same as what you guys see on the television. Brazilian player Felipe Saad is a former teammate of Kanté, back from his days in League 2 with Caen. He tells the tale of the time he invited N'Golo to his birthday party. Kanté arrived to the party looking ashamed and holding a box of chocolates. He apologized for the gift and said he didn't know what to get because he'd never been invited to a birthday party before. The image of Kanté gifting a box of chocolates to a friend is enough to melt my heart. Trophy shy. We've heard Carlos Puyol, another man everyone loves, explain why he kissed his armband in the Bernabeu to celebrate his goal against Real Madrid. I rarely score, I didn't know what to do. That could explain why Kanté, a man who surprisingly started winning trophies with Leicester, is so reluctant to lift the fruits of his hard work. When Kanté won the World Cup in 2018, he didn't want to lift the cup. It was Zanzi who basically forced the trophy into his hands and made him take a picture. After winning the Champions League, he saw every Chelsea player get their medal and kiss the UCL trophy. All but Kanté, who nervously tapped it as if he felt it was improper for him to touch the cup. Kanté is just that kind of guy. Then you have Zuma. We wonder, if France Football awards him the Ballon d'Or, will Kanté dare to touch it? Hello, stranger. Here we can see N'Golo acting as the guest of honor at a wedding. How nice. The thing is, he barely knew a person there. This was the wedding of Frank Khalid's daughter. He is an avid Chelsea fan and a restaurant owner. The two knew each other through a mutual friend, and Frank outright asked N'Golo if he'd like to come to his daughter's wedding. At first, he refused due to his commitments with France. But after an unfortunate injury, N'Golo told Frank to save a seat for him. He stayed until the very end and was very kind to everyone. He signed autographs and took selfies with the guests. Arsenal fan Boldou Rahman Halil has a similar story to tell. Kanté missed a train to Paris, so he Googled the mosque closest to him to go and pray for the evening. That's where Boldou recognized him. I went to the mosque on Saturday evening to pray, and we just prayed together. It's Islamic teaching to invite guests to your house for dinner, so I asked him. N'Golo kindly accepted, and that turned into an evening of chicken curry, watching Match of the Day with newfound friends, and playing some FIFA. Some football stars see fans as an annoyance. Kanté sees them as new friends. His kindness extends to his teammates, of course. Cédric Kipre is a French defender, a product of PSG's academy, who currently plays for Belgian side Charleroi. His professional career, however, started at Leicester, where he coincided with Kanté, someone who knows what it's like to be young and French in a completely different setting. I lived in N'Golo's house for a month when I was at Leicester. I had a problem with my apartment, and he hosted my brother and me. Not everyone would have done it, and it was really nice of him. Do the right thing. Footballers sure love money, don't they? Well, the ones that have it at least. Sometimes it feels like they only want more, which explains some weird transfers we've seen over the years, both to get better wages and to pay less taxes. You gotta feel for them. Really, losing a couple of million over taxes must be so hard. N'Golo Kanté doesn't share this sentiment. When his transfer move to Chelsea was about to happen, the London club did some economic magic that would allow Kanté to receive payments offshore, ones that would help him avoid paying income tax. A clear and simple tax evasion scheme. N'Golo said no. Actually, he sent an email saying, N'Golo is inflexible. He simply wants a normal salary. Blaise Matuidi had this to say on that, stating, I didn't really follow this story, but I'm not surprised because it is N'Golo. He's perfect. He doesn't cheat. Just a bit when he plays cards. That's one over your Cristianos, Messis, you name them. Smart save. Speaking about money, N'Golo isn't one to waste it. We're now used to seeing 18-year-olds with more zeros in their bank accounts than minutes played in the game, showing off their drip on Instagram. When Kanté was their age, training hard in the lower divisions of French football, he kept studying, knowing that his dream of becoming a pro baller was still just a dream. After his bachelor studies, he took 2 years of accounting and even got his qualification, with his career expanding his approach to life. His first car, a Mini Cooper, in which he learned to drive at Leicester, is still his vehicle of choice at Chelsea. Jamie Vardy told the tale of when Kanté was playing for the Foxes and he had to be talked out of running to the training ground from his house every day. He wasn't talked out of getting his hair done at a $10 local barbershop. Who needs a $100 trim? Sportsmanship. Kanté doesn't like to lose. His competitive spirit is what defines him as a footballer. But he even looks happy when he rage quits on FIFA. After losing 3 games in a row on FIFA to Callum Hudson-Odoi and finding himself 4-0 down, he said, "Enough!" but always with a smile on his face. That's the type of player Kanté is. In a Premier League match, Kanté asked the referee to stop the match while Chelsea were on the attack, as he'd accidentally kicked a rival player's head. Who does that? Okay, Paolo Di Canio did once, but then he did some other less cool things over at Lazio. Anyway, what we're saying here is what you already know. There's no such thing as hating Kanté. We see stories of him popping up all the time on social media of how rival fans meet him, then he's always available for a picture and even apologizes when their team lost to Kanté. Consider me a footballer. If Kanté is watching this video, hey N'Golo, we love you. No, seriously, if he watches this video, we can imagine how he feels right now. Embarrassed. Kanté is not in this for the awards, the recognition, or the kind words we and the rest of the world can say and write about him. He just feels very lucky to be able to play the game he loves. So who is N'Golo Kanté? We'll leave the final explanation to him, in his own words. I play football and I want to be considered as a footballer. I don't want people paying too much attention about what I am outside of football, what I'm doing, and asking, who is N'Golo? Just consider me as a footballer. You don't need to look too much at this and say, oh, he's like this, he's like this, he's like this. Ask me about my football, and not too much else. I just want to be a player among the players. I am how I am. I cannot explain it well, but I don't feel like the nicest person on the football pitch or in life. I'm just myself. If I win, I win, and if I lose, I lose. But I always try to give my best in any competition. That's not because I'm nice or something. I'm just myself. We really can't put it better than the man himself.